progress.
Hello, hello.
Participant, floor is yours. Who will be the first from judges?
Okay, maybe I'll start. Hi everyone. My name is Tomasz. I am an expert in financial markets, and right now I am building a fintech company focused on forecasting macroeconomic data in real time. I'm very happy to be here. Wish best of luck to all the participants and a lot of interesting insight to the judges. Thank you.
Who will be the next?
Yeah, I can be the next one. Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Andre. Been in the investment sector for a couple of years now. Currently, I'm assisting startups, early stage startups in the UK and in Europe for Capital Pilot, and I'm London based and looking forward to a nice competition.
Nice to hear about you. Please, after each judge finish there, you open your microphone and speak because it's your floor.
Maybe I'll just go. Hello, everyone. Peter Hanischke calling from Singapore. Originally born in Slovakia, spent 30 years in Canada, now I'm in Singapore. I'm a venture partner in Unicorn.Events Ventures. We're looking for deep tech, medtech companies primarily, but also in cybersecurity, fintech, et cetera, et cetera. Size of a check depends on the opportunity. Looking forward to hear your pitches, and good luck to everyone. Thank you.
Who is next?
Okay, hello everybody, greetings from Belgrade. This is Gaio. Too many familiar faces. I will try to summarize what I generally do and why am I here. First of all, I'm really happy to learn more about Finland ecosystem because this is my first time pitching, being a part of the pitching event within the Finland. And as far as me, I'll try to be brief as possible. I'm a finance professional, mostly working with an SME, SMB, and startup organizations, and of course, develop mostly with companies that are developing and managing their manufacturing companies. I mostly do financial and operational performance analysis, optimization, and management of international tax credits, as well as opening foreign subsidiaries and branches in countries in Southeast, Eastern, and Central Europe. I've been associated to many management associations in the region, mostly working on attracting foreign direct investments, and of course, being a consultant in an SME segment. Generally, I worked in fields like agribusiness, FMCG, information and communication technology, telecommunication, and of course, textile industry, where I'm currently working within the Fashion Union LLC as a CFO. We're a leading clothing manufacturer specialized in the production of light knitwear. And 5 years ago, we've been a startup. This is my third startup. The first as being a part of their management, and the other two, I'm working as a consultant and of course, mentoring a lot of startups in Serbia and Montenegro. So I'm really looking forward to listen to startups to this event and learning more about your ecosystem. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for the amazing introduction.
Appreciate it.
Who will be next? Who will introduce himself or herself to the participant? If judges want to introduce themselves, please welcome. Okay.
Aisha, what about you? Aisha, do you hear us?
Yeah, I will share about myself because I wanted to first give the judges. I'm so happy to be here as the host today, and thank you to the organizers for giving this floor to me and the opportunity. I am 2016 pitching alumni of the program, and like from 2020, I was able to also host another pitch in Georgia in person. I'm here because I am so excited for the startup community, because it is the huge energy and new energy on inspiration, and it is a treasure of new ideas, because every feedback which is given, if it's taken in a correct way, it is one of the valuable free resources which you can use for your personal development. And I'm here because I love to connect each other, new opportunities with the people who want to invest their knowledge and energy to grow up new inspirations through the new startups. And this is what my journey is today for all of you. And I will try to do my best. And now, if no one wants to introduce from judges, we can start pitching. Each pitch have to be for 3 minutes, and then there can be question, and I can open the floor if no one wants to introduce from judges to pitching, and floor is yours.
Thank you, Mariam. Morning, everyone. I'm Pratik, founder and CEO at Finland. The challenge what we are trying to solve is this very expensive and time-consuming drug discovery process, which you might know that every single drug on the market takes more than 10 years to be developed. And because the initial preclinical development happens on animals and not on human models, we see a drastic drop in performance of these drug discovery process. And the total cost of every single drug which is being developed is upwards of $2 billion. To tackle this, Finland has been developing a revolutionary hardware platform where we are able to generate a few organ systems which mimic the human physiology outside the body. With these models, we are able to mimic animal results, which would otherwise be done in living test animal subjects. Now, our work has been proven in peer-reviewed articles, as well as we have more than 14 patents filed, with the first 3 granted. Now, the market opportunity for preclinical drug discovery is huge. It's the top 20 pharma spends upwards of 150 billion euros every year, and this is in the highly unregulated space. And our platforms are applicable not only for biotech and pharma, but as well as for cosmetics, chemical industry, as well as topical administration. And out of this big market chunk, we are already working with some of the leading players in big pharma, as well as in small and medium biotech organizations. Our business model allows the pharma to replace the existing animals, more than 24 at a time, on every one of our platform. The platform goes along with the consumables, the reagents, and eventually licensing of disease-specific IP to the customer. Today, we are scaling our production as well as scaling to more than 75 customers in US, Japan, and Europe. And this is just a small pool of more than 4,000 customers in our CRM. With our business model and with the customer pipeline, we hope to break even by 2024, Q3. This is also with the fact that in the Nordics, we have no competitors and only a single competitor in Europe and 2 in US, putting us in the major players around the globe. In order to do this, we are now scaling with a late seed expansion to scale our team as well as the production of the hardware. We are composed of a team which has more than 40 publications, 20 patents, as well as more than 100 years of R&D and business experience behind us. We are backed by some of the very popular scientific advisors who have made numerous exits in diagnostics and biotech industries in Europe and US. If you would like to see drugs being developed without usage of animals and the whole process to be done much more faster, please contact me after this presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the interesting presentation. Now for juries, you have also like 3 minutes to give the feedback. And at the same time, I would like to ask all startups to have 3 minutes exactly, because sorry, but if I will cut you, and before the feedback will be given, please ask project, you are the next. Now, judges, please open your floor and give feedback. Yes, Thomas. Okay.
I was first, so I'll just go.
Please, sorry.
No, very quick question, and I really need quick answers. No need to elaborate on it. So, can you tell me more about your patents? Do you have a slide showing the competition? Does that include Emulate, and what other companies are you competing with? And what's your business model?
Thanks, Peter. Yes, all 3 questions we have answers for. The patents are in 4 or 5 different families. They are on fabrication of the chip, the application area, and a few future items which we are not even commercializing yet. And we have in research stage as well, 32 groups or companies around the world which are trying to do something similar. And we have talked with Emulate, both in person, and Emulate's founder, Donald Lindbergh, used to teach me in ETH Zurich, Switzerland. That's where I learned this stuff. We are competing on the throughput and on the very early preclinical stage. Emulate is more focused on safety and later clinical stage.
Sorry, one quick, another one. Who's your primary clients? Is it the pharmas?
It's the pharmas and CROs, contract research organizations, who are doing more high throughput work.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Peter.
Would like to be the next? Thomas, I think you have the feedback.
Okay, now actually I wanted to ask a very quick question. How do you think about your pricing strategy?
Yeah, Thomas, pricing is pretty straightforward. We look at the we look at the animals which are being the animal amounts which are being used for similar assays by the farmer, and while maintaining a very healthy, more than 80% profit margin, we are able to set a price for our platform. So really providing an order of magnitude financial benefit to the customer as well as to ourselves.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for all of your feedbacks and questions. If no one have a question or give the feedback, maybe AS project, if you are ready, you can start, and you have exactly 3 minutes.
Hello, everyone. Can you see the screen? Can
Yes,
you hear
we see. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, we see it.
So, EAS is the essential tool for internationalization for e-commerce. We are the compliance automation that has never existed before to this extent. We're on a mission to automate sales VAT obligations. We wanted to make a minimal cost tool. The SMEs are currently spending 2.6% of their revenue on VAT compliance issues. This is from EU Commission. The pricing needs to be transparent, no sudden consultancy fees. Expansion to new markets is stressful. Compliance is even more so, which is why we want to automate it. And we put in the whole relevant VAT regulation into a backend. Accuracy with tax obligations is not optional. We wanted to make the tool scalable. When the business changes, it needs to scale with it, which is the reason why we can support currently all of the VAT schemes in EU and now in the UK also. Again, it needs to be comprehensive, and there needs to be extensions to logistics operators and so forth, which is of course what we have done. So something has to happen with the tax and regulatory tax. 2.6% is massively too much. Plus there is a big push for real-time economy issues, which means the VAT is not reported post-sale, it can be reported during the sale. The payments can be done simultaneously. There are extensive manual processes still with e-commerce, and digital businesses are running extremely complicated business models, importing, different warehousing, different types of business models. Why hasn't anyone done anything about it? This is my assumption. Consulting is a very nice business, which is why we have the KPMGs and the rest of them. Of course, manually doing accounting and charging by the hour is not appealing to anyone else but those who can actually do that. So we are the digital solution to a digital business currently running on multiple manual processes. And just a quote from Swiss Post, we are the benchmark in the industry. Some other companies endorsing us, the biggest one would be Shopify. This is just to show that we are there. We're in the market. We have 60 plus customers. We're getting 1 to 5 per day, increasing. The speed is increasing all the time. Our solution is scalable because it can already be used by 57% of the world's online stores. A few weeks ago, we released an extension to UK VAT support, and that is bringing us a lot more EU customers. The beauty of the product is when we're entering the market is that VAT is a hobby to no one. Nobody is spending their Saturday evenings Googling VAT for fun, which means once we see a person visiting our site, we know exactly we need to go there, well, who we need to contact. It seems the customers, that the businesses, especially the smaller ones, the only thing they want to know about VAT is that somebody has their back on that. The bigger customers are, of course, asking for more precise questions, but we are well prepared for that. We have an excellent team for this. This is where we stand out. We can be ready in 30 minutes. Okay, a bit optimistic, but this is for the basic business. Registrations to authorities, that's simple. Registration to us is a little bit more complicated because we need to know the intricacies of the business model, warehousing, and so forth. And then there is the installation of the plugin, which means adjusting the tool to work properly in the platforms on Shopify, WooCommerce, Magento, and so forth. Once it's done, it's usable. It detects when it's needed, when there is a cross-border trade, it wakes up and makes the calculations, detections, and starts preparing the reporting. We charge the transaction, and if necessary, we also invoice for the taxes when applicable and pay the taxes.
Sorry, time is up.
All right.
And now, dear judges, floor is yours. You are welcome for questions or feedbacks. Exactly 3 minutes you have also.
Hi, thank you for the pitch. Very nice. Can you tell us a little bit more about your team?
Sure. We were very lucky when we started. We approached a lot of people, and we picked and chose for example, the indirect taxation superstars like Marta Papis Almensa, who's the person who EU Commission contacts when they are starting to make new regulation. And she's in our advisory board. Our CEO has a PhD in finance. Marta, of course, has a PhD in finance. And in our advisory, there is another PhD. So we're quite well equipped. I have a long history in retail, international trade. I've been building very, very different businesses throughout my career, from startups to very well established traditional businesses.
Thank you very much. Do we have another question or feedback from judges? Yes, Thomas, please. Then Gajo.
So also a quick question. I think it's a great product with all the tackling exactly the complexity of the law under European rules. My understanding is that you have got a lot of customers already, and I'm just wondering what is the retention rate of them?
Retention rate. We have been in the market for about 3.5 months, and we have about 60 customers, so we can't say there would be a lot of churn right now. The problem has been onboarding the larger customers, which takes time. There's always the tech department, although there is no technology involved from our side on our product, but they seem to slow down a bit. We're learning the onboarding process. The smaller ones, it's very, very straightforward currently. And the biggest issue, I think, is that we are getting customers from most of our competitors or companies working in the same landscape, let's say it like that. And being endorsed by someone like Shopify, who are otherwise making our lives very, very miserable, is a big, we're very proud of that, of course.
Gajo, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Miriam. Thank you. Really firm presentation. I must say that for me, it perceives like you really exude with a lot of knowledge and experience in the field. And probably since this is not your first startup and being experienced, can you tell me what do you feel as an obstacle within your business, and what are potential risks that can be mitigated or eventually perceived before any distress? I mean, speaking about the potential disruption as this future can bring. So, and additionally, would like to know, because you're pretty short on the market, what were the benefits that you acquired through graduating acceleration program? I think it's QS accelerator.
Yeah,
I presume from your summary. Feel free to elaborate.
Okay. Thanks. That's very good, Gajo. The risks, obviously, there's the what about Google. I mean, there is no avoiding that. But the fact is that these companies, KPMGs and Avalaras and Sovoses in the world, they have not proceeded to provide this sort of automation in the past. So it seems like they are very content on selling human hours as consultancy. They all have their strong points. They are wonderful companies like Sovos with strong experience in real-time economy issues and so forth. Other than that, the business itself is in a growing field. The tax technology can be developed. The basic backend, what we have built is very sturdy. This is according to one of our competitors, and it can be expanded to include new territories, which we will intend to do. So there is a lot of movement possible, further developments for our basic product, which pretty much mitigates most of the risks that are obviously out there. One of the difficulties is, of course, which we will bump into, are the tax administration's reluctance to provide possibilities for automations. They are very reluctant.
Sorry, 3 minutes is over, and let's.
Great. I already got what I really wanted to know. As far as I'm concerned, really great presentation. Keep it a good work.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
However, now it's a term of Baya to have their pitch. And Baya, team, please, floor is yours.
Thank you. Let me just share. You guys can see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Great. Okay, good morning. My name is Michael Wallace-Brown. I'm founder and CEO of Buy. Buy is a fintech company headquartered in Finland with operations in Bangladesh and Kenya. Our mission is to make commerce as easy and trusted as messaging a friend. Buy is a commerce network of entrepreneurs built on trust. We've developed a collaborative commerce platform that manages transactions with messaging and is the source of trust in informal markets to power hundreds of thousands of trusted commerce networks and millions of micro entrepreneurs. This is an informal market. There's one similarity between all these informal markets, which business owners and traders all are similar. They all use cash and face-to-face trusted commerce. In some markets, Kenya and Bangladesh, they already use trust text-based mobile messaging services on a daily basis. So that's what our product BuyNet does, a messaging-based transaction platform built into on top of existing trusted smartphone tech systems and built to scale off the back of the messaging revolution of WhatsApp, Telegram, and Facebook Messenger. This is a $19 trillion opportunity. We are already live in East Africa and Bangladesh with a service obtainable market of 30 billion in Kenya and 340 billion in Bangladesh. The problem in these informal markets is that commerce is analog face-to-face and 95% of transactions are cash. This is an enormous greenfields growth opportunity. There's no record of who's paid for what. Corrupt distributors sell fake products, shady middlemen skim off profits. But the key thing is who can be trusted in these informal market supply chains. This is what our product looks like. We've developed this revolutionary commerce messaging platform that manages transactions across any messaging user interface and is the source of trust in informal markets. This is how it works. The commerce messaging for the last mile delivery trader, as an example. He receives a private invite to join the network from a distributor who trusts him. He signs up, passes KYC, and joins the network and the trusted group. The entrepreneur can now receive orders, pick up and deliver packages. He can notarize cash payments. He can build trust so he can get access to credit. For corporates, Buy is the source of trust connecting to entrepreneurs in informal markets. And corporations are able to incentivize and reward entrepreneurs based on their performance. Our goal is to fundamentally disrupt the way the world manages commerce with messaging. Buy is free for small traders, but we charge corporates a subscription fee of 1.5% of gross revenue to access the network. We are scaling with large customers. For example, our partner is, and one of our lead investors is the largest bank in Africa, Standard Bank. We're also partnering with MasterCard. And in Bangladesh, our lead customer there is just a Bangladesh that's got 40,000 retailers and 30 million consumers. So we're at a growth tipping point and are scaling really fast with some big partners. This is what the growth looks like in Kenya, 32% growth in average order size, lots of stickiness. 27% month-on-month growth. We've done over 7.1 million in total GMV over the last 6 months.
Sorry, Bayat,
We're raising
time
this.
is up.
No problems.
Thank you for your time and your pitching. I'm sorry that I had to cut you because time was up. And now all judges, you are welcome. You have 3 minutes if you have any questions or any feedbacks to give to Bayat team.
So I'll ask the question. The last slide that I managed to see was referencing what are you raising, but I didn't exactly see the figures. So if you could elaborate on this, please.
We're raising 1.5 million. We've already raised 540K. Lead venture capital is Launch Africa, the biggest venture capital in Africa. Standard Bank is part of that. Antler is part of that, who we incubated with. Yeah, so we've got another 1 million to go. We'll close the round in September, October. Valuation 10 million post-money valuation, and we're doing safe notes.
Hi, thanks for the pitch. May I ask, like, what are your future milestones?
We want to reach 200K MRR by within 12 months, by Q3 2023. We're currently doing just over 10, growing at about 20% month on month currently. But we've got 20 customers in the pipeline, which we're onboarding, both in Bangladesh and Kenya, and we're launching in Indonesia. And we're partnering with Standard Bank across Africa. So that's 20 markets, and MasterCard. We've got a big global scale program with them. We were part of the Impact Lighthouse program. Yeah, so it's all growing very fast, and that's what the 1.5 million is going to be used for. Basically, just onboard, scale, and growth.
Awesome. Thank you.
So get on now while you can.
Yes, please, the floor is yours. You are welcome, Andre, to give your feedback or ask the question.
Yeah, just I finished I got the answer that I needed. Thank you.
We have 1 minute if you have any question or feedback. 1 minute and 19 seconds. Floor is yours. I think there are no questions and feedback. So come up. Are you ready? We are welcome you. Floor is yours. Do we have a Como Up team here? I think Como Up team is missing now. Renda team, are you ready?
Yes, ready.
Please, floor is yours.
Yeah, I'm trying to share this one. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
We can see it.
Hi everyone, my name is Sana and I'm one of the founders of Renda. The problem we're solving is that sustainable options to consume are still very limited. People own a lot of things that they rarely use and could easily benefit from them. In order for people to rent their items, it must be effortless, secure, and beneficial. Also, the current economic situation is very worrying and the people are seeking more affordable options to consume. Our solution is a rental service for items where companies can widen their operations by renting and consumers can rent their items to each other in a secure way. Renda offers a uniform platform for all items so that you don't need to scroll through different sites and find what you need. And we want to be the next booking.com for rental items. Our target customers will be adults who care for sustainability and want to own less items. As for now, we're targeting especially travelers as they are currently our most active client group. Apart from individuals, our target companies will be mid-sized companies that want to make additional profit by renting and offer their customers a sustainable solution to consume without using too many company resources. We're creating Renda right now because the world needs proper solutions for the current economic insecurities, and recently people have become more aware and concerned about the overconsumption. All our competitors are quite different. Our advantage is that we will offer an opportunity to deliver rental items that makes renting easier, and it has also been requested by our clients. On the other hand, only Yak has the option to sell items, but unlike us, they are targeting only B2B2C sector. Our plan is to charge in total a 25% commission of realized rents with a fixed service fee. And apart from that, we will generate profit from delivery service, on-site advertising, and sold items. For companies, we will offer a subscription-based model starting from 50 euros per month, and it is based on the amount of rents that they get through our service. We launched our MVP a year ago, and since then we have gained over 1,000 users and 500 items for rent. On monthly basis, we are gaining 7 to 10 transactions, and in total we have had over 80,000 visits on our site. We have started to build our end product, in which we will integrate more services such as the insurance and delivery service. The next step for us are to develop our site, grow our team, and get investors on board. In 2023, we plan to grow our operations in Spain and in Finland. Motivation is our team's key driver. We have a strong team that has known each other for years, and we all come from different backgrounds. Our expertise are in marketing, entrepreneurship, legal sector, and product development. Renting is an opportunity for us to create a sustainable world and a great way to experience more. Thank you for listening. We're happy to answer any further questions, and please feel free to contact us.
I would like to say you was perfect in timing. You already have 20 seconds. Yeah. And now just judges time is open. Floor is yours. And first, Thomas, you have the floor, and then Kajo, you can give your feedback or question.
So my question is actually, why do you focus on two totally geographically different markets, so Spain and Finland? Like, what is the reason for them, and how do you think about next geographies?
Yeah, that's a good question. So basically, we started from Finland because we, as founders, we are Finnish. But me and the other two founders, we have been living in the Costa del Sol area in Spain for years. So we tried, when we had the MVP ready, we tried and we started posting and listing items in Spain also. And actually, we're getting more rents through on our site in Spain from the Finnish tourists than in Finland at the moment. So that's why we're focusing on both markets. And we think also because in Finland, the recycling habits are really settled, so it's more like environmentally focused market, and Spain on the other hand is more like economically driven market, and the recycling is not yet so settled in Spain. And also we're thinking if we get established in both countries, it's way easier for us to expand to whole Europe. Okay, and in terms of the items that are being rented, can you shed some light? What are the items? Because I'm just curious, what would it be? Yeah, so in Finland, basically most rented items are tools that people use, like power drills or bigger tools. And in Spain, the most commons are like baby stuff, like baby trolleys, travel beds, car seats, that kind of stuff. Okay, thank you.
Hi, Sana. Interesting presentation. You're a fast talker. It's definitely not an issue for you to present in 3 minutes time frame. My question would concern more about your competitive landscape. Can you enlighten us about who are your competitors and what makes your competitive advantage? Yeah, so in Finland, our competitors there's a startup called Lineup. They started around the same time as we did, but they only have a mobile application. So they don't have a web application at all. And we're focusing on the web application first, because we think that it has less barrier to people to start using the site, that they don't have to download the app. And also in Finland, there's this Nettivuokraus, which is a huge platform, but they are not putting any effort in the marketing, because they have these car selling sites, which is the most popular in Finland, and boat selling sites. So they have these big websites, but they are not putting any effort to get more users in there, and they are not focused on the user experience. And in Spain, our biggest competitor is Yak, but they changed 6 months ago around, they changed to this subscription-based model, and they only have companies as providing the items. They are not focusing C2C at all. And in the lineup in Finland is only focusing on C2C. Thanks for answering that one. Additionally, would like to know more a bit about your traction as far as is concerned your total revenue. How much of revenue you generated so far?
We have only generated around 150 euros because we are at the moment, as we have the MVP, we are only operating with a commission of 15% from the end customer because we're trying to get more companies on board. And our MVP is a no-code platform, so we can't modify it, and that's why we're building a new platform.
Thank you very much, and looking forward to interact.
Thank you.
Bye.
I think we don't have any feedback and comments. AfriPro is, if ready, you can start. But before, I would like to remind all of judges, please vote and give your marks to startups. And AfriPro, are you ready?
Yeah, hi. Yes, I am.
Floor is yours. You are welcome. Good luck.
Just a second. I'm trying to share my screen. I don't know if you can see my screen.
Not yet. It's in a process of sharing. It's still loading.
Miriam, can I suggest maybe it would be better for him to reshare, to try to reset the app. I'm not sure, something is wrong here. I don't know if it's the problem with internet connection, but probably there is some issue within the app.
Yes, thank you very much for the suggestion. You are right. Maybe he will reset and we don't lose the time. And please desk me if you are ready. You can go, and after desk me, AfriPro can join again.
Okay.
Desk me, are you ready?
Yes. Hello, everyone. And it seems like I cannot start sharing before the other one is stopped sharing. So it doesn't let me start.
Miriam, can you override the previous picture in the process of sharing? You have the administrational authority within the app.
No, I can't do this because I have no this. But I will try.
Okay.
Maybe AfriPro, stop sharing your screen, please, for a minute.
Maybe they should just log off and log back on. It's the fastest fix.
Okay,
yeah.
It should let me.
Yeah, desk me, please start.
It should now let me do that.
We will see if it's open.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it is. Now,
yes.
Now, floor is yours. Good luck.
Yes. I'm from Desmi team based here in Finland, and we are working on solving inefficient use of office space. As you maybe know, the culture has changed and technology has changed in such a way that we don't need to be in office every day to be productive. We can be productive also at home, sometimes as a co-working space, and so on. So many offices, however, today are still run in such a way that they have individual desks. So then in the end, because of this culture change, more than half of the desks are empty in the middle of working day in a typical office. So that's why companies who realize that they are starting to switch to flexible seating, so that you don't have a fixed desk, but rather you just come and take any available desk. And this allows companies to be much more cost efficient with the office. So you could have just, for example, 100 employees and only 30 desks, and everybody still gets a desk because they're not there all at the same time. So without DeskMe, it can be tricky because you might come to the office and find out, oh no, all desks are already taken. Or then also there are some other issues like how do you find your colleagues, because they might not be in office or they might be sitting in different parts of the office. So we solve it with what you are now looking at. It's our interface. We visualize your office on a 3D map and make it very clear which desks are available at a given time and day. And you can also see who is sitting where. So it's a simple interface. In fact, I have it right here live on a demo map. So you can actually open this one. Oh, wait a minute, that's PowerPoint. I will not show PowerPoint because there is a limited time, but this is a live one. So you can actually open this one at demo.desk.me. It's a web app, just like in the previous pitch. So it's a very low barrier to start using it for new users. And basically you select any available desk and press reserve. And immediately it now has my picture on it, and everybody else knows that I will be coming to the office on this day and I will be sitting in this particular place. We also apply the same for meeting rooms, phone booth, and you can do anything else as well. Like, for example, here's a table tennis. Why not make it bookable as well for a certain hour? Because it's a resource. So we, in a way, we're a resource booking platform, but related to Office and using the interface of 3D map. So it's very intuitive. And we do a lot more. We have also some of our equipment that we can put on a desk to like indicator lights to show availability. It's optional. We have meeting room screens, as you can see here. There is that you can put next to the entrance, and you have some features to fight no-shows and to end meetings early and to make it even more available. So yeah, we also have amazing stuff that we can connect offices together. Like you can have a partner location added to you and your employees can use that as well. It could be a co-working space or it could be another office, another private office. So it's basically going into this Airbnb direction for offices where we could just act as a platform for making anybody able to publish part of their office and use office from somebody else on some common clear rules. So right now we're though operating only with like closed margin, like each customer has their own office and for their own employees. And of course we have.
Your time is up, and now floor is open for judges.
Mm-hmm.
You have their comment and feedbacks. Do we have?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes,
thanks for the pitch. May I ask, like, can you elaborate further on your current customers or future customers and your traction? Yeah.
Yes, we have approximately 40 locations using the DeskMe service now. About half of them are enterprise customers like Trimble, Ivan, Spinverse, and about another half is co-working spaces like Wonderland, Crazy Town, SOC, and so on. So, but we see the fastest growing segment is enterprise offices who are just using it for internal needs. And then sometimes they actually shrink their office because of, this switching to flexible seating. And then because of us, because of our connection to co-working ecosystem, they can be even more aggressive about shrinking their own office. So because they know they have a backup, a reliable, like a place that they could manage overcapacity, because they wouldn't be maybe so aggressive otherwise. Yeah.
In terms of revenue, how much you made so far?
We're making about 5,000 monthly recurring revenue, and it's growing fast.
Awesome, thank you.
Thomas, floor is yours.
Yes, a question about the revenues. Is it a subscription model, or how do you price this product?
Yes, it is a subscription. It's based on how many resources you have. €5 per month per resource. I also have like a €100 per month per location support plan. So it's basically just very cost efficient, and all the other costs which are related to startup costs, like for example, we have this equipment, we have meeting room screens, we have some devices for desks, and they're all optional, by the way, and also 3D map production service. So we have a team of external freelancers who design 3D maps for our customers, and this we don't make any money on those. We just provide transfer the cost. So this is like cost level, very affordable, one-time setup cost, startup cost. But all of them are optional because you can just start using the service based on a floor plan image that you already have, and just pay the service, and that's it. Yeah.
And I'm also just wondering, because you said that in terms of your customers, as far as I understand, you've got co-working spaces and then individual companies. I'm also thinking about like knowing that the real estate market sometimes works that there is one building that is organizing all the rental for all the floors in a building. So do you also connect with like the huge landlords, because then like the cost of the customer acquisition is lower, etc.?
Yes, actually, we are now speaking to exactly several of those companies like Turku, Teknologia, Kiinteistöt. It is like a Turku-based commercial real estate operator, and they actually run their own co-working space, and plus they have a big like private offices, as they call them. And exactly, yeah, we are having conversations with them, with several, also one in Helsinki and so on. But by the way, about the country, we have already customers in 10 countries, but we're based in Finland, so most of them are here in Finland. Yeah.
Sorry, that's me. I would not like to interrupt you. I wanted you to finish. Time is up for this 3-minute too. And thank you for this brief presentation and slides. However, we need to give the floor to AfriPro if they are ready. If they want to switch off, if not, then Ace Potter will be. But please, AfriPro, confirm. Are you ready to share screen and pitch, or you would like to postpone next? AfriPro. Okay, not to waste the time, Ice Potter, if you are ready, floor is yours.
Yes, hello, thanks. I'm ready.
Yeah, please start. The floor is yours. We can see your screen.
Okay, hello all. Now I want to talk you how we consume sport is changing. It's no secret that sports fans are shifting away from the traditional living room TV method of consuming live content. This new era of live sport consumption sees short, snappy, on-demand highlights of a broad range of content. Using traditional production method, it can take hours, if not days, to take live content and produce it into a suitable format for on-demand consumption. There's a team of people manually combing through videos looking for the highlights. The cloud-based real-time video service minimizes this time to minutes or even seconds. Our artificial intelligence makes production-ready highlights that fans love from both live and recorded feeds instantly, as opposed to clunky process that includes a team of people manually combing through footage looking for the key highlights. We find it automatically. Let me give you an example of this. One of our clients is Vialli, a major broadcasting company in Finland. They used AI Spotter for Euro 22 Women Football Championships. We took the 2 hours football video and in 5 seconds delivered directly the goal scored to Vialli Arena platform. This is what we are doing in AI Spotter. We can do the same with corner kicks, openings, and beyond. Then they are able to take this goal footage and promote it across their platform and social media like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and so on. The markets are booming in coming years. The global sport streaming market is worth over 87 billion, and the needs way to increase engagement, especially with the next generation audiences. And we do have competitors in this business, but we differentiate 2 ways. We are the best and fastest in analyzing events and highlights from any video, and we produce video highlights automatically. Our customers are sport streaming and broadcasting companies and right holders. Our business model is based on SaaS, and we charge from our customer subscription fee and setup costs. And Our goal to market strategy is to generate awareness, demand generation with inbound and outbound marketing, land the service with customer in one spot, and then expand the service offer and create customer success. This year, we are on the path to triple our revenue, and we have contracts for 30% of turnover. And we have started our service with sport business, but it's scalable to other businesses like security and betting. Bringing this to the world, we have a very technical experienced team. I have a PhD in information technology and worked in business development operations over 20 years. Sami has PhD and over 20 years experience in machine and computer vision. And Timo has over 20 years experience in large infrastructure sales and development. And Colin has also extended sales experience in and background in sport. And Stephen is our external marketing manager. And now I'm happy to take your questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You was exactly on time. Just 4 seconds have been left before you had finished your pitching. It was amazing also. Good pitching skills. Congratulations. Now floor is open and please, Thomas, you can ask question or give the feedback. Floor is yours. And please, judges, I would like to remind you, vote for the participants, for the startups, for this amazing projects.
All right, so my first question is, which sports are you focusing on? You showed the football game, so I'm assuming that the first one is football, but how easily is this software transferred to other disciplines of the sports? And then second question, if you could elaborate a bit on your customers, because I understand that these are media companies. But if you could say more, and also how much are you looking to raise?
Yes, thank you. Very good questions. So sports, what we are in football and volleyball, and we horse racing and what we have, and ice hockey, where we have done, and it takes around 2 weeks to teach the service to find if from the video automatically some events from specific ports. So because we have an algorithm ready, so it's not. It does not require any specific algorithm development, but we can focus on sport model development. And yes, we have customers. We have a Wiley customer, but then we have customers from Sweden, Norway, and Germany, and mainly for broadcasting, sport broadcasting companies. And we are raising now 500,000 euros, and we can double that then with the Finnish governmental funding to double.
Thank you very much. Kajo, you have the floor, please.
Thank you very much, Mariam. Good presentation. 3 minutes, within 3 minutes, you're probably a professional pitcher as far as I'm concerned.
Thanks for coming.
Of course, aside of being a bit funny within the event, I would ask you a bit to elaborate more on your traction in terms of, I mean, how, as far as you are generating revenue, revenue capability. Can you tell us? I mean, I have seen that you already in the last 12 months generated 136,000 euros. I mean, dollar. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you tell me on a monthly basis your monthly revenue rate? What would be, and of course, a bit more about your forecast. Can you show us that as well?
Yes, sure. Yes, I'm happy to share that. Yes. At this moment, we are MRR is around 10 to 15,000 per month, and we are expecting to double that in coming months. That we have like 20 to 25, because we have in the pipeline coming new contracts. So yeah, that's what's going to happen in the coming months. And they
yes.
are sport streaming and broadcasting companies.
Thanks for answering that one. Additionally, would like to hear more about your expansion, as I already know from this presentation that you are focused on Nordic countries and German-speaking countries as well. What would be for the future other countries that you or markets that you're planning to expand?
Yes, that's very good. Yes, we have started our businesses here in Nordics and Germany, and the next markets are UK and Spain. But our ultimate target is to get to US markets because there are the biggest markets. And so far we have had some. We have agreed with 2 US companies NDAs, so we are in that path already now.
Thank you very much for clarification for us, and good luck.
Thank you.
I am back to you. If there are no any feedback, no any comments, I would like to give the floor to Api Pro. You are welcome back, and floor is yours. We are waiting for your presentation. Your screen is visible finally. Good luck.
Okay. Thank you all. Apologies for the inconvenience. What is AfriPro? If Finland is known for technology, Africa is known for football. By combining the best of both worlds, we created a digital platform designed to empower African footballers to be monitored, scouted by top teams across Europe. AfriPro is the Tinder of football. Basically, creating a platform whereby we are matching footballers, football scouts, football coaches, football administrators to be able to scout for top talent across Africa. Why Africa? The problem is that in Africa, there are no existing data to be able to scout for players. And the problem we are solving is because there is no existing platform or marketplace where footballers can be actually scouted. The existing platform, they are very expensive, difficult to use, and they leave these African footballers to the mercy of predatory agents. Now, the solution that we did is basically we created a digital platform because we are living in a digital age. Basically, these African footballers can be able to download this app, and it is easy to use, mobile friendly at affordable pricing model. Now, our business model is B2B marketplace, annual recurring subscription, 15 euros one-time fee per player for a year. That is how we decided to make it. Ladies and gentlemen, my names are John Samuel. I'm a serial entrepreneur, ex-Nigerian professional footballer living here in Finland. I've been doing businesses in Finland for quite a while, and I decided to create this platform based on my previous background in football to be able to help African footballers to compete in the digital space. At 15 euros one-time fee in a year, in Africa, there are over 100 million men and women playing football in a continent of a population of 1.2 billion. At 100 million, we are looking at a service addressable market of 1.5 billion. Now, our target market for 2022 is actually to find 15,000 downloads in worst case scenario among all the sub-Saharan African countries, which gives us a revenue of 225,000 euros. Our go-to strategy market is very simple, personalized and localized. I will explain a little bit further here. Now, when we launched the first version, we got funding from Business Finland to create the first version of the app. And then we've gotten over 1,000 downloads in less than 2 weeks. So far, at this point in time, now we are trying to extend to a bigger version for our platform. Our competitors in the market are using the existing digital information, while our own is more localized and personalized for the meantime. Our projection for 2022 is to be able to have 15,000 downloads and put us at 225,000 euros revenue. Now, so far, everything for our app is already ready, but we are about to launch the first version of the app in a couple of weeks from now. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I am John Samuel.
Thank you very, very much. You was exactly in time, in 3 minutes. Congratulations. Actually, I think all of we now is motivated to play football together. Yeah, if you're a person. Yeah, now of judges, please, floor is yours. Thomas, please, you are welcome.
Yes, my question is, So on one hand, you are looking to have African football players in your app that will be judged on, I assume, various criteria in terms of their like suitability for professional football. And then I'm wondering, on the other hand, like who are the like people that will be kind of looking for this talent? Like, is it European clubs, managers? How do you think about this kind of part of the value chain?
Fantastic question. So Europe is where football is right now. The dream of an average African footballer is to play in Europe. So this is the reason why we are targeting football clubs, football managers, and football scouts. So for us, we are onboarding football clubs to be able to use our app to scout for players. So we are digitizing the player acquisition model. The player acquisition model works, for example, let's say Manchester United is looking for a striker. They will contact a scout to get them the striker. Now, the scout will now look for the striker and give it to Manchester United. Manchester United will say, oh, probably we don't like this guy. We want another one. So the value chain itself is time consuming and very expensive. So what we are telling Manchester United is download our app. You can filter what position you are looking for. I'm looking for a striker between the age of 19 and 25, 6 feet tall. He needs to have a YouTube and a transfer market link. Push go, and that is it. So you have countless of numbers at the top of your finger. So we are basically digitizing the entire player acquisition model that saves time and money, because it costs a lot of money paying to this scout. And also we have scouts. We are also going to be onboarding. Scout can also use our platform to also search for players that they can propose to clubs.
Good question, good answers. Do we have questions or feedback?
Yes, I have. Hi, John.
Hello.
Hi, a really good presentation. What I'm interested is, as you said, that your target revenue for 2022 is 225K, reaching 15,000 subscribers from Nigeria. Why Nigeria? Is it your homeland? Or
no. Yes, I'm from Nigeria, but actually, you know, Africa has a population of over 1.2 billion. Now there are over 100 million men playing across Africa.
I know that Nigerians are crazy for football, aside of the South African people.
Yes, football is a culture in Africa. At the moment we launched this idea, it was massive. Everybody began to tell us, when is the app ready? When is the app ready? We're ready to pay. So the thing is this, it is not in Nigeria we are looking for 15,000. We are looking at sub-Saharan African countries. We're talking about 10 to 15 countries altogether. That is over 50 million. So we are saying, in worst case scenario, we get 15,000 downloads. In worst case, like for example, in Nigeria, we have in Lagos State, one state out of 36 states has 20 million population. About 500,000 players. Yes.
As we're approaching the Q3, the third quarter of the 2022, how far you have reached? I mean, so far, how much you have generated revenue?
We have not launched yet. So far, we have gotten a record of about 5,000 down that are waiting for us to launch, ready to pay. But we've not launched. So we are launching in 3 weeks from now. So the goal is we launch the skeletal version first. Now the next version of AfriPro, we have the NFT media function and also blockchain technology for authenticating and also signing documents. So, but the NFT also is also going to be integrated, and the media function is something that will look more like a Twitch model. Now the Twitch model entails players can actually live stream their games. And this is something that we'll be looking also to contact AI Spotter, because they've been part of they've been in our radar for a while. So the goal is we are looking for partnership where people can be able to live stream their game as well, because most scouts expect these players, they want to see them play. So on our platform, you can actually live stream your game. So that is the next version. And this is why we are looking for this funding to be able to go to the next version with NFT, blockchain, and media functions.
Have you raised any money yet?
No, our first funding came from Business Finland, where we were able to build the first app, but we've not been able to raise. We were very close to raise funding, but we had to drop out because we wanted to work with investors that actually connect with the vision of AfriPro. I see AfriPro bigger than myself. The goal is we are trying to put an end to the exploitation of African food, but they are being exploited a lot. It is something happening, but because we are living in digital age, we are telling them, so long you have a smartphone, you are very close to stardom. That is why our tagline is AfriPro, Gateway to Stardom.
Thank you very much for your thorough answer.
Thank you.
I would like to say sorry, there are no time for any questions and feedbacks because it was like we took a lot of time. I would like to ask to Nordic. Sorry, my voice is coming quite out now. Can you hear me now? Nordic Umami, please. Your floor is yours. Welcome to the pitching. We can see your presentation. It's in.
Yes, thank you so much, and greetings from Nordic Umami Company. I'm here to make your life a little bit tastier, hopefully. My name is Eetu. I'm CEO of the Nordic Umami Company, and together with our founding team, we shared a common goal when we started to build the company. So we wanted to innovate the food system, and we wanted to make it more sustainable. Because if you think about it, the way we eat and produce food, it has a huge impact on the health of the planet. And it is estimated that roughly 1/3 of the greenhouse emissions in the world is coming from the food system. And it is also pretty well documented that in order to make food system more sustainable, we need to increase the amount of plant-based food in the diets of the humans. And number one driver to increase that plant-based food is actually a taste, or should I say lack of it. Unlike meat, unlike fish, unlike dairy products, plant-based food lacks umami. It is that mouth-watering, delicious taste you get when you're eating something super delicious. And I stop here, and I'm gonna actually do a quick quiz for judges. What do you think? How much of edible food goes to waste before it ever hits the retail shelves? So before it ever has a chance to go to consumer mouth? Any ideas? 5%, 10, 15, 20, 30? No idea. Okay, it's actually 14%. That equals to 1.4 gigatons globally. If you want to put that into perspective, it's 300 million elephants of food we are losing from the system, edible, highly nutritious food that we are losing from the system before it ever has a chance to go to consumer mouth. So at Nordic Umami, we are not only producing umami that is demanded by plant-based eating, but we are also creating closed-loop value chains with our raw material partners. So we are taking their raw material, which is low in value or problematic to them, and utilize it in our fermentation process and return it back to the human consumption where it should be. So essentially, if I need to summarize what we are doing is we are creating value and taste out of waste. We are valorizing food industry side streams and produce umami to make plant-based eating irresistible. We produce umami seasonings for consumers and food service. We have our first food service customers. We just launched our D2C a week ago, and we are looking to close our first retail deal in the second half of this year. Then we have industrial umami, so ingredient for food manufacturers who are producing patties and balls. And that one, we already have first launch decision made by Finnish food manufacturers. And then we have umami foods, which are rich and delicious in taste and ready to eat. And what we are doing, we are redefining local, partnering up with the raw material partners, and that way we reduce food loss, we accelerate plant-based eating, and we make food system more sustainable. So if you are interested in our case, and if you want to hear more about us, we are currently fundraising. I'm happy to jump into another meeting with you at edu@nuudikumami.fi, and we can schedule a meeting. Thanks.
Thank you very much. You was in time, just 2 seconds or more. And now I would like to give to judges floor to give feedback or questions. Please, floor is yours.
Hi, Thomas. I see that you raised hand.
Yes, so my question is regarding your financials. Can you tell us a little bit more about your current financial traction?
So we have collected pre-seed funding round in last July, which we built our offices, pilot plant, and laboratory with. And then we have another convertible loan as well as some grants. So we raised so far totally 600,000, between 600,000 to 700,000 euros, and we are now on the next fundraising round where we are going to build our pilot line. So that is the pilot line which we show the scalability of the process and the technology, which can be then taken next to our raw material partner side stream. So that's the idea. So we have this fundraising round with which we are going to be build actual industrial production line, which can be then scaled further.
Thank you for your answer. Do we have other questions or feedbacks? If we don't have, please welcome 3Body Earth.
Cool. Thank you so much. And please don't hesitate to contact me at nuudikumami.fi.
3Body Earth, are you ready?
Just a moment, I will share the screen.
Yes.
Moment. Okay.
Your screen is visible.
All good?
Yes.
Okay.
Time started.
Hi, this is Pekka, CEO and founder of 3Body Earth. Today, the world needs 1,000 billion trees, according to the United Nations for biodiversity and climate change targets. Tree planting is a huge emerging market. However, all tree planting organizations virtually have two main problems. First of all, weak verifiability. Trees are always planted somewhere out there, but where's the proof? Often completely lacking. Secondly, tree planting is not enough because if you don't take care of them, then trees might easily die. So it's the tree caring that really counts for the long-term effects. We have a solution. First of all, let's put every single tree to a global map of ours individually so that it's fully verifiably there. Secondly, let's plant and take care of the trees with smart technology platform that we have developed, and it also has economic incentivization for the locals. As a result, you will have fully verifiable forest with long-term care. You will see your growing company forest in the world map. And since every single tree is an internet link, it means that you can use it in many ways. For example, customer loyalty gifts, event gifts, API integration, or you can make your workers climate positivity. And we know what happens in the field because we have an in-house NGO that has been planting 30 million trees in the last 15 years in 157 countries. We have made a global competition analysis. As you see there, our position is pretty unique compared to others. Here's the money flow. We always give €1 per tree for the locals when they make a photo of the tree, and not only when they make a photo of it in the first place, but also after 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, etc. This is a big transformation of mind, because then when they start to grow the tree, they understand that, hey, they're valuable things, because after decades, they get money out of it. And we get €1.5 per tree from each company. So it's a big volume business, as you can understand. We are now here. We have now a number of companies which are very happy clients, as you can see in the testimonials on right. And as I mentioned, the market is pretty huge. It's estimated that 230 billion trees business opportunities there by the end of the decade. And now we are raising 700K. We have had so far 4 rounds, and this is the 5th one. And here you see the things that are on the pipeline. So basically, that's what we are doing. And as you can see, we really are focusing very strongly on the roots of how trees are taken care of in global way, in a way that no one else is really doing, we can say. So thank you. Maybe I was too quick.
No, you was on time. I just was thinking to take your time off, cut off, but you exactly have finished. Congratulations. Right. And now, please, judges, floor is yours. You are welcome to give your feedback or questions. Please, Kajos.
Thank you, Mariam. Thank you, Pekka. It was a really good presentation. All important details are highlighted with it. My question would concern mostly about your competitive landscape. I have seen that you have put it on the summary of the startup network, but I haven't seen it within the presentation just shortly. Can you elaborate more about who are your competitors and what makes you unique?
Yes, thanks. Very good question. You see the screen here. Okay, so basically we have a handful of unique selling points. First of all, we'll put every single tree on the map. You can check the market. There's not a single service which can do the same, so that every single tree is there with a photo, so that it is a URL code and easy to transform. So while companies are getting the trees, their forests, they also can spread the forests, which means the trees to their clients or their workers, etc., which is a nice thing, and people love it. And then frequent interaction with planters. This is no one is having it. What it means is that we have every 3 months so-called Tree Body Club meeting, which means that the ones that have the trees in their mobile phones, they have virtual meeting in Zoom with the tree planters, and they can ask anything. Okay, how is my forest doing? Okay, how is the company, community evolving? Are Tree Body people scammers or not? I mean, full transparency is the name of the game. Secondly, frequent interaction with planters. Well, this is what we have been doing last 15 years. This is really our strong point. Long-term sustainability, this is where the economic incentivization is there. What I mean is that after 1 year, after 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, they know that they will get economic revenue from the forest if they just keep them. And everything is very, very verifiable to everyone and transparent. Then it's very fair game. And climate positive employees, the last one there. I mean, companies can just buy a forest, and then you can give a number of trees. 14 mangroves is average that person needs in order to make one climate positive in a year. Okay, so it's possible for a company to make a pioneering step and say that, okay, we'll make our all workers' personal lives positive, climate positive, not just our company, but also the workers. How many companies have you heard of doing that? Not anyone yet, but it will come. Because we are living in very, competitive market. Okay.
Can you additionally tell me, I was speaking about the commercial part. You already presented your traction, but I didn't understood. Can you get back to the slide where the traction is? So you have reached 120,000 so far in terms of revenue. And what does it mean that in less than 2 years you're planning to reach 1 million euros? I mean,
Yep.
US dollars.
This is
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I mean, we're scaling up now quickly. Last year, our revenue was just 20,000. Now it's 120, and we have now just got in new CCO, who is a really great professional, and we have launched 5 people's impact ambassador sales team, let's say, which are international people. So we now, since the product market fit is well done and clients are happy, we know that we can really scale it up to many places. And first we focus on European market, and then further.
Thank you very much for detailed answer. I will leave it up to Tomasz to continue with his questions, and good luck with your future endeavor.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
It's a very interesting concept, and my question is actually also regarding financials, i.e. This revenue 120K, out of how many customers do you get it, and how do you think about the propensity of companies to like in a way sponsor those projects? Like, are you focusing on larger companies that can put those activities into maybe their like ESG brochures and strategy, etc.? Or are you looking at smaller companies? Like, what is your thinking behind this? Thanks.
Excellent question. Thanks. 20% of our revenue is coming from B2C market. So it's there, but it's not the main thing. We focus on B2B, especially in IT companies, software companies, or companies that are doing something with wooden products. Also, so we don't need actually that many customers, but they are just always getting bigger and bigger. I was just talking with Amazon.com innovation leader who had been 9 years there, and he has checked our thing and said it was pretty interesting. And I asked if there is any reason why, for example, Amazon could not buy for each of their workers a Christmas gift, a tree. So 2 million people, and he was checking it quite closely, and said, yeah, actually it's pretty doable. So I mean, I'm sure that this is the way how it will go. We will be just going to bigger companies and bigger and bigger. We don't need a massive amount of companies, but the word will be spreading quite nicely, because customers see that, okay, this kind of product is not there out yet.
Mariam, you're muted.
Thank you, Tomasz, for this, because sometimes I have to deal with my microphone. Yeah, thank you for this amazing presentation. When I was listening to this presentation, I was feeling this because I am graduated for environmental science and a master of it, and so I have it's reminded me one Georgian startup called Tripex, which was aiming to plant trees for companies to prevent the air pollution, and as well restoring our national park, Borjomi Park. And there was it was tracking the system, every plant, every trees, and it was like a solution for the planet. I think if you will go to the Climate Foundation, or if you will go to environmental some fund, they will really support you, because now today is sustainable development, tree protection, and at the same time, based on my master profession, I would like to say this kind of SDGs and corporation responsibility for environmental, I think you will be able to succeed it as a non-profit and business partnership project as well. Nice to hear you. I was like feeling something like, I was thinking that it's like close to Georgian startups, which we have also. And now pitches have finished, but if there is no any feedback to give to this amazing startuppers, I would like to have a few minutes because to see the marks, but please, all of the judges, use 1 minute. You have a 1 minute to give marks to all of startups before collecting them and announcing the winner. And 1 minute started.
Mariam, can I ask one thing before?
Yes,
What happened with the fourth pitching startup, Como app? I mean,
I don't know. They are not here. We tried to connect with them, but unfortunately, Como app not appeared. So I think they are not gonna to pitch, sadly.
okay. Sorry, Lena, for interrupting.
Yeah.
No,
Also,
no,
Mariam, let me remind our judges that you have opportunity to change your marks if you want before voting will be closed. So if you need, please do it.
I finished my voting. I don't know for the other judges. Okay.
Super. So we are closing. So, Mariam, it's time to announce our winners.
Yes.
Please check our chat and do it, please.
Yeah, just for 30 seconds. I will be back.
Of course, sure.
I think all of your heart is beating. You are so excited to know your marks and so curious who took the first place. With the big honor.
No, Mariam, sorry. Let's start from third place. Okay.
Yeah, third place. Third place is going to AfriPro. Let's applaud to each other.
Congratulations.
Just open your microphone, guys, and this will be emotional for everyone. Third place is going to AfriPro. Congratulations. Maybe we will play together football one day, all of together in Finland. The second place is going to Tribody, Ice Porter, and Fin Advice. Congratulations. And the first place is to Baya and Aya's project.
Congratulations, guys. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the winner.
Congratulations to all of you guys. You did your best And this is like your step for the new ecosystem. Just I would like to say grateful because it's my first time when I dived in the Finnish ecosystem of startups, and thank you to Unicorn team to invite me and give this experience. And all of you who just think that they are not first place winner or so on, just don't be worried, because it's not about being a winner, it's about participation and get this kind of valuable feedback and just find each other. And my advice to keep in touch with everyone, because this community will help you to speed up your program, and also it is very good for new inspirational source. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity and being all of you. I'm so excited when I was listening to all. I was like sparkling in my brain. And thank you to all judges for your incredible energy and for your time, because without you, it wouldn't be possible to make it. Thank you to event organizers. And of course, I was honored to be a host. And one advice, one for me, if you would like, you can all of you open your cameras